Okay, so this is the start of our podcast, or our story, I guess, and you might be wondering what I mean by the title of the first gay saint. So let's start there. In case you don't know who saints are, in Catholicism, saints are basically people we look up to, people who have lived lives deeply rooted in Christ. They've followed the faith, often through extremely difficult circumstances, and they're kind of examples for the rest of us on showing us what it means to live a holy life. And let's be honest, that life isn't easy, especially in this day and age in the modern world where there's literal pornography at our fingertips. It's easy to give in and it's easy to fall into temptation, right? So what does that title even mean? What am I trying to say there? Am I calling myself a saint? By no means. The title is more of a mission statement, and it's more of a hope, and definitely more of a challenge. The mission of this channel is to explore what it means to be both gay and Catholic, and maybe, just maybe, be part of the journey that leads to the first openly gay Catholic saint. And that wouldn't be through me, it wouldn't be through this channel, it would be through God, because all good things come and go through Him. My goal is for this to be a safe space for LGBTQ plus people, or anyone really who feels like their identity didn't fit neatly into the Catholic Church's expectations. People who have asked themselves, how do I exist in a faith that often feels like it doesn't want me? And that's a question that I've been struggling with my whole life. So I'm 32 now, and I have lived through the fear. I've lived through the confusion, through the guilt, through self-hatred. I've grown up being told implicitly and explicitly that something about me is fundamentally wrong. And still I stayed Catholic. So you might be wondering why. Why stay in a religion that seems to reject who I am? And that is a very fair question. I grew up religious, deep fear of God, deep fear of hell. And yes, that part still lingers, but that's not the full story. I genuinely love God, and I admire Catholic faith. I like the beauty of it, the traditions, the saints, the mystery, the history, that rhymes, and I believe the church is capable of growth, even when it feels stuck. So this space, this podcast, it's not about rewriting church doctrine, it's not about declaring what is or isn't a sin, it's more about the journey, and it's more about navigating a faith that feels conflicted. It's about being honest, okay? Here's the truth. I didn't choose to be gay. If you're watching this, you probably didn't choose it either. And if we didn't choose it, how could it be something that disqualifies us from salvation? And the answer is it doesn't. Now, we are going to talk about church teachings, and yes, the church does teach that sex is reserved for marriage. But here's something important. Those teachings about sex apply to everyone. Gay, straight, bi, whatever. We're all called to the same standard, which is essentially chastity before marriage and abstinence if unmarried. The church doesn't hold gay people to different rules. It holds everyone to hard rules, basically. So now, big question on the table. Can I get married to someone of the same sex? The honest answer right now is not within the Catholic Church. It's not something that the church currently recognizes. And yeah, I wrestle with that a lot. But I'm not here to lead a rebellion against church teaching. I'm here to walk with you through the tension, to explore it, to sit in it with you, and to share my story and my hope. Because here's the other truth. The church has been wrong before. History has shown us that. And the church has changed. Maybe it will again, maybe not. But no matter what, we can still seek Christ. We can still grow in holiness. We can still love, be loved by God. So again, there's nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with being gay. You're not disqualified from love. You're not disqualified from God or from His grace or from God's love. Now, touchy subject. There are corrupt people in the church. There's been scandal, abuse, hypocrisy. That's real, needs to be addressed. But the faith itself, the foundation, is not rotten. The faith is built on Christ. And people, including priests, bishops, and popes, are flawed, just like me. just like you. So this podcast isn't here to tell you what to believe. It's more so here to offer you another perspective and space to ask questions, to wonder out loud, and to reflect on what it means to be a gay Catholic who still believes in the modern age. So if you're someone who's trying to figure out how to live your faith without denying who you are, welcome. You're not alone. Let's figure this out together.